Horsepower Hobby.
Welcome back to Horsepower Hobby. I know you guys are probably wondering what happened to the Mountain Dews in the last video. And if you haven't seen that last video, click the link down below. But the Mountain Dews, well, haven't yet heard back from Cletus McFarlane and the crew yet. I know. But so we're waiting to hear back, and in the meantime what I've done is unloaded those Mountain Dews out of the truck bed, and I've actually placed them in a storage area in my house just for right now, in hopes that he'll give us a call back or email us soon with some information, and maybe we can go and deliver those Mountain Dews straight to him in Florida. That's what I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed. Cletus McFarlane, if you and the crew are watching this video, and hopefully you are, then contact me. I got some good stuff for you. Got a truckload of Mountain Dew, a year supply. Love to bring them to you, so get back in touch with me. But on to today's video. What we're going to do today is, remember I mentioned a couple of videos ago that we were having some ABS issues out of the Cummins truck. So what I'm looking to do today is to pull the truck apart, maybe pull the back wheels off of it, and possibly the front wheels too, to check on the ABS sensors and make sure everything is good there. So when you're going fast down the track or anywhere else, we need this thing to have good braking power. We need it to be able to stop. So I mean, that can be a huge safety issue. We wouldn't want that. So let's get to the auto parts store and pick up some brake parts cleaner and maybe some rags and stuff, and see if we can get this thing torn apart and trace down the issue. I'll see you at the auto parts store. But before I leave, cold start up on the 05 Cummins. Gotta love a cold start on a Cummins motor. Now off to the store we go. Now I know y'all probably hating that I'm interrupting your ride to the store with all these amazing views of the road, but if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you'll get all the great content that I come out with in the future. Now let's continue on to the store. So we made it to the auto parts store. Let's go inside and get what we need. See you inside. So we found the brake parts cleaner that we need. Now let's get on out of here and head back and tear into this thing. See you there. So we made it back home and we're about to tear into this. So, gotten all four wheels off. Now let's take a look and see what's going on. Taking a look at the ABS wiring. Make sure nothing's broken there. Everything seems to be intact. to move on to try to take a look at the actual ABS sensor itself. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the ABS sensor is buried deep in the wheel hub there. So we're going to try to clean everything up a little bit as much as we can and see if that makes a difference. Let's get started. Now we can get a better look at the ABS sensor. See, it has a lot of debris on the outside or the outer edge of it. I'm gonna pull it out and see if we can figure out if there's any debris on the inside and try to clean that thing off. So let's get to it. So it is pretty dirty, has a lot of debris on it. So we're gonna clean that up and see if it'll make it read a lot better. So apparently the way Dodge set that system up is that ABS fits down into the hub hole where the actual hub oil and I guess the wheel grease rather is. And so it has a lot of grease and stuff on it, but it also picked up some metal debris. So that thing is magnetic and it attracted a lot of metal debris on it. So we're gonna clean that metal debris off and maybe put a little bit of grease back on it and stick it back in the hole there and see if we can get a better reading. So we've cleaned the ABS up on the passenger side and got it all put back together, and I took a look at the back brakes and they seem to be in pretty good condition. I'll show you guys. That was the passenger side there, and let's take a look at the driver's side in the back. Since everything looks okay with the rear of the truck, let's move on to the ABS sensor on the front driver's side. Let's get to it.
A few moments later.
So I think I figured out what was wrong with the ABS on the driver's side of the vehicle. Take a look at it. That's more than likely why the sensor wasn't reading properly. Nah, it's just a joke, y'all. But let's take a look at this ABS for real. You can't even really see the actual sensor. It's just covered in debris and metal shavings. Once again, those things are magnetic, and so it's just pulling in or attracting a lot of metal debris. So let's get that actual sensor off of there and take a look at the inside and see what it looks like. My guess is it looks pretty bad on the inside, so we'll get it off and try to clean all the metal debris off of it and see if we can get it reading properly. So let's get to it. just as I thought. It is pretty covered up with metal shavings and just a lot of debris and just dirty. So we're gonna give it a good cleaning and hopefully it'll perform well. Trying to be careful not to get the debris back down inside the hole where the actual sensor sits, because once again, that is the wheel hub and it's grease and stuff in there to keep the wheel bearing rolling smoothly. So we don't want any more debris down in there. So now that we have the sensor all cleaned up, let's stick it back together. So the front driver brakes look good as well. So now I'm about to get the wheels back on it and lower it back to the ground. So I told you guys in a previous video that this vehicle is a salvage title. It did have some front end damage when I rebuilt it a couple of years back. And I mean, it looked pretty good to me. So I'll show you guys what it looks like under here. So that was just a glimpse of the passenger side. Now let's go around to the driver's side. I mean, it looks pretty good other than being dirty. So let's take a look here. So once again, this vehicle did have front end damage before, and we just put the front end back together, got an alignment, and I mean, it drives straight. There's nothing wrong with it. It performs well, other than a little ABS issue. And let's get this thing back together and go from there. So what's left to do is to torque down the lug nuts and put the center caps on. Then we're gonna drive it around for a couple of days just to make sure that the ABS light doesn't come back on. Hopefully we fix that problem. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit the push notification bell so that you'll be aware of all the awesome videos that I come out with in the future. Also hit the like button if you like this video. Until next time.